So I'm doing a bunch of random stuff, some of which is, oh, it doesn't matter. No, I need this fan on. That much I know. So Mr. is power washing the deck, and while he's doing that, I've been doing a few other things, some of which was re-looping the waist tie to these very, very comfortable velour lounging cargos. And if you need to make a quick errand, they're not inappropriate for the public. And they're so many years old. They might be a decade old, but they're so many years old, but they're comfortable. I can't get rid of them. And not being able to get rid of them, I thought I would show you this quick trick, because that's what I do on this channel. I give y'all a lot of quick tips that you will never find in a book, ever. It's beneficial to listen to an old lady somewhere to children. So this is what has saved me on multiple occasions. It's a loop turner. Now, I don't know what a loop turner actually is or is for, but I believe it's in something that I believe it has something to do with quilting. But I paid 50 cents, as you can see, on clearance for this little loop turner. And when I got it, I can't imagine what I had in mind for it. But what I had in mind for it wasn't sufficient, because it would end up bending, and I needed to not bend it necessarily for the other thing that I found it useful for. And that is, I got you, mean black dude, snaking your natural hair out of the tub drain. That's right, a loop turner for quilting and shit. So you go into the sewing sections or go into the craft store, get you a loop turner. And because this loop turner has this end right here, I just keep the package to store it. The end has this loop. And when you stick it in the drain and hook some hair into this little hook, oh, you can see it. You hook some hair into that thing, and it may or may not latch back by itself. It doesn't matter, because you'll have that hair hooked onto that thing. And you pull it up out of the drain. You get so much hair. So a loop turner used for, I believe, quilting or sewing or some type of crocheting or some type of shit. So, and I'm pretty sure a few of my grown tokes could find some practical uses for this as well. Yeah, so, yeah, this saves my tie-waisted gear and snakes natural hair. You too, Becky, not just natural hair. It snakes hair out of the drain. I had a few other things, but they'll come up because I'm doing stuff. I'll holler. I must confess it, girl, when I like it. You send chills up my spine every time I take one look at you. When I like it, girl, you're blowing my mind with the things you say to me. I like the way you comb your hair, and I like those stylish clothes you wear. It's just the little things you do that show how much you really care. Like me, I'm all over you. You know exactly what to do. You put that fire inside of me and make it more than just a dream. When I like it, you send chills up my spine every time I take one look at you. When I like it, when I like it, girl, I'm running by you. Just one more time. You're on my mind every day and every night. My every thought is you. The things you do seem so satisfying to me. I must confess it, girl. When I like it, you send chills up my spine every time I take one look at you. When I like it, girl, you're blowing my mind with the things you say to me. I like the way you comb your hair, and I like those stylish clothes you wear. It's just the little things you do that show how much you really care. Like me, I'm all alone. I know you know exactly what to do. You put that fire inside of me, and it makes it more than just a dream. I like it. I really, really like it. Adore it. So come and me enjoy it. I like it. I ain't finna strip my vocals. Hey baby, I like every little thing you do. When you comb your hair. Oh, L. Every little thing you do. Show how much you care. Every time I take one look at you, I get chills up and down my spine. And I'm learning, and I'm learning, and I'm learning, and I'm learning, and I'm those are notes I can hit, but I'm not going to. It's like middle-aged athleticism. Yeah, girl, you still got it, but you ain't got to go out there and try. Because your recovery time is going to be a motherfucker at this age. Let me get some shit done. You know, right when you get a handle on boycotting who you want to boycott, they come up with some from nostalgic brilliantness that you just can't resist. Any of you Southern Belle sisters remember these? They used to come out with these only around the holidays, Thanksgiving and Christmas time in the South, and they're back. This is what turtles replaced what our generation replaced turtles with. Anyway, it was this first. And then next thing you know, you start hearing about turtles, like turtles was the Louboutin of peanut clusters. And so they became, we got convinced. They decided in whatever big room that makes the actual decisions, unlike you think you do. They sat in a room and said, which one we gonna make? We gonna tell everybody is the most popular one that they should get. Okay, but anyway, this was, Pang Burn up to, well, you see it. This was them millionaires. And they are so good. The original. They really are the original. I tasted them and they taste just like them. They're better than turtles. But I do love them both still. I ain't gonna fist fight you for bringing me no turtles. Although I should, because they shouldn't be on the menu at this stage. But that's okay. We got it together. We getting it together. We on the way. So by the way, before you start thinking too much, these are empty. So I don't have any more and these are from months ago. They as soon as they brought them out, I don't know if they discontinued, but I didn't see it anymore. So my heart is broken, but my hips ain't. You heard me. Now I can throw these away. I have so many packages of stuff that I want to throw away that I kept just to tell y'all something about it. So throwing this shit away. But I also have these. I never use these. I let them have the insurance money, I guess, because I went to pick them up, right? But you can hear, they're still full. Both of them. But one of these is from 2014, and the other one is even older than that. And when I think about stuff like this, I'm like, did I need this stuff for whatever procedure I was doing? And then you can't think too deep because you'll get to the point where you'll be like, did I need a procedure? But if it was a physically uncomfortable enough situation, of course, you agree with whatever the trained person says. I'm gonna need you to do whatever you need to do for this discomfort not to exist. Okay, in my mouth. But so I got, I don't know what it is, if they were extraction, if it was a root canal, or whatever, but it was something enough, and they gave me these. And I remember for all of these liquids from any dental situation, I remember they were to rinse your mouth out with after procedure, almost like an antibiotic too, but you had antibiotics too, but to fight infection happening afterwards. And common sense asks, would swishing with peroxide have done the same thing without me having to get these prescribed medications that you got? I don't know how much money from the insurance and whatever my portion was. So yeah, I have these. Except for these, I'm still not going to be able to throw away because I want to dispose of medications properly. And I would probably get jacked if somebody knew how much medications I have from simple things that I just didn't feel like I need them for. People have laced me up with, I can't pinpoint it on one physician. Off the simple procedures, I've been laced up with Valium, hydrocodone. When I say laced up, I don't mean high because I didn't take that shit, okay? But I got it, right? And I don't see where if I would have taken it, it just seemed like it was building itself up to be a gateway. And I'm not about that life, so I don't mess with man drugs. Okay. 'Cause I don't trust humans like that. I don't trust humans like that. But, you know, to a certain extent you have to. Nothing in extremes. That's how y'all's kids y'all and your kids get screwed up. You deal with every struggle you have in extremes. And before I sound like I'm preaching rather than inspiring, let me just pull back and say, don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself. The stuff I be saying, you know, I usually end up laughing because what else I'm gonna do? I can't intervene in your choices. But the reality is, I want you to have better for your own self. I want you to value yourself enough to make different choices that are going to be most fulfilling in your life because I do indeed love you. Oh, and y'all. So remember these, well, yeah, I haven't posted the video yet, but remember these candles, these mandals that I reviewed. I probably haven't posted it, but I reviewed these mandals. But as I'm looking at these containers, these time forward looking ass glass containers, and y'all know I'm a glassaholic. I'm like, I don't think I can get rid of them, right? So in this one, I've gotten down to the bottom, and I've already made plans for reuse. I put two candles in the bottom already, and reburn them in the bottom. I think at a certain point, I'm going to